Hello, everybody on YouTube. Welcome to another episode of Bryce Talk Show. And this is the first talk show of 2021, the first talk show episode of this year. Hope you all had a good holiday, good Christmas, good weekend, all that stuff. So, and still thanks for 135 subscribers, hoping to reach 140 or 170 this year, or at least 200 subscribers this year. So if you could do any of that, share this channel around. If you enjoy it, that would be helpful. Now, in this talk show episode, I'm going to discuss about my trip to Florida, because as I told you, I went to Punta Gorda this Christmas. So let me tell you a little about what it was like on the 25th through. We actually changed it to the 2nd because it was too nice. We couldn't afford to leave on a nice day. So anyway, now we went to Florida with a few friends. Well, not friends of my parents. We had a house there. Well, let me say, before we did, we opened Christmas presents, and we went to Florida. There's a house someone we know has a house there, and some of our friends went with us too. So we went there till we were eventually gonna come back on the 31st, but we saw that the 1st and 2nd would be nice, and so we thought we would maybe stay. Well, first we changed the flight on Tuesday. So we come home and pack, just put our stuff and get ready, Well, when we come back, we take our stuff and unpack. I brought my Nintendo 2DS, and I brought games like Beech, Super Mario Maker, the old Touchmaster, good game, by the way, Madden 2011, I think there are 2 more. But I also brought my wireless FM transmitter so I could play music on the radio. And I also, I brought that, of course, bathing suits, because, we're going in the pool, right? So we didn't do much on the first day, because, we just unpacked. And it was only the 58, 55 degrees when we came there. Actually, Friday and Saturday were 50s, and then it just got warmer every, day. It just still was 70s prior till Thursday or Wednesday, but it got better eventually. So it was a good time, obviously, because I'm in Florida, so it's a good time. Saturday wasn't really anything interesting. I kind of just did really much of nothing besides maybe play old pinball. My sister watching an Animal Planet all day. And I did lay on a hand. They got 2 hammocks in that house, which is nice. And we just thought it was a little fun. We obviously did a lot of going out, because when I'm in Florida, I'm going to go out all the time. So then Sunday, obviously, we still stayed here. Although I felt like I went outside more because it was a little warmer. We actually had hamburgers on the grill. Well, Saturday we had a hamburger and hot dog. Sunday I went out. Sunday I was in the, we had a chair there. I went in a hammock. I also jumped in the pool with my sister, which you saw that video on YouTube. Because my sister and I, even though it was still not as warm, but neither was the pool, so I didn't stay there that long. Well, actually I did the first day, so that was weird. So then after I went out in the pool, then I went back at our room, and then I worked on the YouTube video to post of me doing the cannonball in slow motion, which has 26 views right now. And then we also went and ate at Lily's, or whatever that food is, with seafood like fish and hamburgers. And my sister used my iPad to watch all kinds of movies, which kind of sucked for me because I couldn't do any editing of videos, and my iPhone storage sucks because I have so much things on my phone. Because I like keeping memories saved and everything. And my iPad has 230 gigabytes, while my phone only has 64. So, that shows you a big difference. So, I couldn't obviously do a lot of videos about it on YouTube. Then we did a lot of videos we took and pictures, so that might be good for a slideshow. Now, about that. Monday, we actually, didn't, for this morning, we just sat around outside. I went to the Miramar outlet to do some shopping. Everybody knows the Miramar outlet mall down there. And I bought Skechers for about $35. I got some shoes from Skechers. Went to a lot of stores, but I didn't know anything else I needed to buy, except for new shoes. I wanted to buy some new shoes while I was there because I took $200 there, but I only bought $35 for a shoe. We kind of did a lot of we walked a lot around the mall. We didn't get home till about maybe 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock because we were there so long. When I got my change for my, when I bought my shoes at Skechers, I threw my change in the water fountain. You know how people do, they throw their pennies at the water fountain. I also touched the fountain. It actually felt nice. There was a few water fountains at the mall. So I went over to that. And then I went in the pool for only about 15-20 minutes because it only got pretty cold. And Tuesday I went to another person we know had a sportsman boat. So we were there about 2 hours maybe, the most, rocking it out at the boat. And, of course, I thought it was fun. We did a lot of that. And then, after that, I had Arby's. We had Arby's, and then I went in the pool, made waves. I actually got an inner tube, too. And I made waves, jumping in the pool, throwing balls around. Just a heck of a lot of good fun. I got out and used my iPad a little bit because I know my sister was going to use it. So I couldn't really do anything on it. Well, besides I watched YouTube on it and tried to work on a video. Yeah, Wednesday I went to Sarasota Key Beach, and it's nice down there, and it was Siesta Key, so in Sarasota it was Siesta Key, and it was nice around there. It was so crowded though, which it must make sense to be the number one beach in Florida, so it was actually nice because I'm going to the beach, and then I'm going to the beach again. And I collected a bunch of seashells. I have a jar up here with all those seashells I collected. Seashells. I don't know, I'm being weird. So I then did a lot of hanging out. Got hot dogs there. Got some sand on my retainer, on my top retainer, which is disgusting. I had to rinse the retainer out because there was a little sand in there, and it would be disgusting. So, everybody had retainer when you put your braces on. It's disgusting. And then I did that, and then after that, it was just nice. We did a lot of things, recording in it, and then went to a fisherman's village because, they're pretty good. Have a lot of things to do in Fisherman's Village, good place, food, eating outside, because that's what I want to do in Florida, eat outside. Yeah. So, yeah, it was nice. I didn't buy anything there because I didn't know anything else to buy, even though I had a lot of money, like I said. And then, yeah. Did a lot of that stuff. And then I went in the pool to get all that sand off. Get the sand on my thing. And then Thursday, actually, you know what? On Tuesday, Grandma said she was going to come to Naples for only 4 days. Because since Monday, since we changed our flight to Saturday, Grandma then decided she was going to go to Naples. Because, the house we go at Naples. Remember, in 2 weeks, I went there on April, and I posted a few videos on YouTube. So she decides, since I'm staying longer, she's going to go to Naples. And which I feel like she still could have went before we decided to change our flight, because she could just use Spirit, which is more less expensive. So anyway, she comes on Wednesday, and we're in the beach, obviously. So Thursday we show up. It's an hour away from Punta Gorda from Naples, and we show up, and it's just me, my aunt, and grandma there, and everybody. We all show up, and the pool. So they still got the pool there, and I'm here making big waves in there, hanging out outside, eating outside. We got ham sandwiches and everything. So, it's just all good. And so, it's all nice being out in there. We only stayed there till about 1 o'clock, and then we had to go back. And then Grandma was still there, so she came back on Sunday, and we came back on Saturday. So we, drove back to Punta Gorda, went back in the pool, and then in our house in Punta Gorda. So I went down there and hung out in the pool. And Thursday night I stayed up till 12 a.m. I was watching the ball drop on YouTube. Friday I went to another beach. It wasn't Siesta Key, but it was in Punta Gorda. And I went to, and the waves were so strong, it was really funny. And the waves were, super strong, and not to mention it was really windy. It was super windy, though, because it was so windy, and the waves were really strong and strong and strong. And all the kids are screaming, "Wee!" We're all having a fun, and some kids are screaming. We're all having a fun time, and just being crazy in the beach, and the sand going through our legs because the waves were so strong. And then I'm just collecting a bunch of seashells again. And before we leave, I decided to be crazy and sit down while the waves are strong. And I'm just having a good time. The waves are pushing me, the sand. And so I'm here just moving around. And then, of course, my sister was like, "Why are we sitting down now?" I'm like, "I don't know." And then I'm sitting down. I'm being dragged by the waves. And obviously, I have a heck ton of sand. So I'm dragging around, with the waves and everything. And then I try to get up when we're leaving, but I can't because there's so much sand. It's like I'm pooping sand out of there. It was quite the funniest thing, and there was a few ladies that were laughing too, and Dad was laughing, and I was laughing. And so I try to get up, but I eventually get up. Well, it didn't take that long, about a few seconds, but I eventually got up. So I got up, and I went to dry off and rinse off, and finally, when I get home, I get in the pool to get the rest of the sand out, so I had some sand in the pool, so whatever. And then go by Fisherman's Village again and eat. Finally, I got all that sand out, and I went and changed, and got back in the pool. But anyway, Friday was our last day. Saturday, we left, so, and after we did, I went back in the pool. I went back in there for heck a long time. Ohio State was playing Clemson, and they play the championship on Monday, right today. Well, at the time of making this recording. So anyway, and then it was actually really nice. So I get ready, and and then we have a little pizza. I'm here getting ready because I'm cold. Because obviously the sun's set and it's all cold. And before we came home, we went to Charlotte. There's a park out in Charlotte, so we went over there and watched the sunset. And then we came home and I went in the pool. So it was actually, good. And I like I said, after that I got ready, started packing because we had to leave on Saturday, so I was just getting ready to head out and pack up and leave, because Saturday was our last day. So I got up first let's say Friday I had some milkshake, because Mom made ice cream turned into a milkshake. So I had like a milkshake, and Kaylee had her ice cream. She was watching movies. And so, I'm just here enjoying it, thinking about that I wouldn't leave and come back to Ohio where it's all nasty, and you have a douche of a governor named DeWine who is terrible, and the thought of being cold back here. So, anyway, I'm watching TikToks, which I did watch TikToks. Now, and then I get up on Saturday to get ready to leave. I'm just having breakfast. Not a lot of breakfast, just some granola, maybe like a bar, nutty bars, granola bar, or whatever, so we can get ready and leave. And then I had breakfast on the airport, getting ready to leave. And then, so I'm over there, we're over there driving. I'm saving radio stations I liked from Florida on TuneIn Radio, because I'm going to be playing some more Florida stations from TuneIn Radio when I get back here. So that's what I did. And then, so we go in the airport. And I'm thinking, oh boy. And we had some layovers. We landed in Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and then finally Columbus. So we're here just, waiting. And then finally we get on the plane, and then we take off, and then I'm like, boo, and all of a sudden I'm singing,
hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, 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 hell no, no, to the no, no, hell to the no, no, to the no, 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 hell to the no, no, to the no, 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 hell to the no, 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 hell no, 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 to the no, no, to the no, 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 hell.
So, and then, I was thinking, what the heck is going? So then we land in Pittsburgh, and I go get Chick-fil-A, and then in the airport there was Chick-fil-A, and so, I go in there, and I am sitting in the chair, and then I have Chick-fil-A there, so I'm eating Chick-fil-A, getting ready to leave, for Baltimore, and then on that plane, there was people going to Las Vegas. Now, I'm not sure if there are those people on our plane, on our first plane, but I'm thinking to myself, for those who are going to Las Vegas must have a really long time, because they're going from all the way to there, to Columbus, to, I don't know if they were going to Pittsburgh too, maybe. But if that's the case, they would have had 4 places to go. But definitely calls for a long day. So we land in Baltimore, and we're still on the plane because we didn't have to get off. We could be on the same plane. So we're here waiting for 20 minutes. I still got my phone playing old space pinball, So I'm here playing a game, and then I was playing my Essential 2000s playlist, my 2000s Essential playlist from Apple Music that I made, and I gotta tell you, for our last flight back home, I played To the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance, and bro, I had that playing when the plane took off, and it sounded so freaking awesome. Like, I had a thing, and the engine was revving, and it was taking off. It was so loud, and I had that thing playing. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to join our marching band, and all that stuff. So I had. So it was so cool. And then all of a sudden it goes faster and the Mercedes. It was so cool. So then I do that, and then I still continue my playlist. It's really cool. So then I can still continue my playlist of the 2000s playlist that I started, and then I watched my old on my OneDrive I made a YouTube of my OneDrive. So then when I went in there, I played it because I saved YouTube videos, because I like to save YouTube videos for any time, just for offline, or just because I want to watch it on OneDrive. So, I convert YouTube videos to MP4 or MP3 and save them offline and everything. So, I have YouTube videos from people I like. And so, I saved those. And finally, we come back to Columbus. And I'm over here thinking,
hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, 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 no. Hell no, no, to the no, no. Hell to the no, no, to the no, 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 no. Hell to the no, no, to the no, 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 no.
So then I'm thinking that, and so we're having Donatos. I'm finally ready to go to bed, bro. I'm telling you, I had a friggin' headache when I came back home, bro. So I had to give myself ibuprofen, because once you get back home, because of the airplane and the barometric pressure and everything, and because you know what that does to you. So I had to get a little. I took my ibuprofen, went and watched YouTube, and I had got ready. I was texting some people, and so definitely fun, because for me, I like the South. I like places like in Florida. I love Florida, so I love places down south. So I remember on April when I was down there, I released some balloons down there in Florida. If you remember, when I was with my grandmother, I released some balloons down there when I was down there, and this was when the whole pandemic started, but we're not talking about that. So it was interesting. And then when I got back home, I was also finding videos to post to TikTok of what I was doing down there. I might put pictures on there too, on TikTok. So, yes, definitely I would be there in Florida forever and stay there for a long freaking time, because that's what I do. And so, yeah. So, anyway, that's my little story. But, yeah, I liked when I was so when I was playing the Black Parade on the way to Columbus, when I was looking at my 2000s playlist, and it was playing Black Parade by My Chemical Romance, and so it was kind of cool. And then it was going, and when the song went faster, and then the plane starts taking off, and that makes it a fun thing when you listen to rock like that, like I don't know what to say. It's not metal rock, classic rock, like from best 2000s ever. So yeah, and we're just rocking, and then so that's kind of like what I was doing. So if you like the video, please subscribe and make sure you watch some more other videos. And I will also be doing more talk shows and more other fun stuff like that. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And if you haven't watched the pinball video that I did too, that's also available on YouTube as well. So if you enjoy it, please subscribe, share the video around, everything that you would like to do. So this is Bryce. That's me. Signing off, and good day.